This is not financial nor professional advice. This video is for entertainment only. Hey everyone, I'm looking for nurturing and fertile places for my investments. And little did I know that as a former farmer in a previous lifetime, that I would be led to fertilizer stocks. Yes, this is an area about which I actually have a little bit of knowledge from my early childhood experience growing up on a farm. And I can point towards ones that are probably more likely to succeed, in my opinion, or at least ones that make me feel good. And I think the Ukraine-Russia war situation is feeding into this, because Ukraine is a major producer of fertilizer. The number one company that I'm looking at is Nutrien. The symbol is NTR. And this company is a major fertilizer company, one of the largest, if not the largest fertilizer company in the world. Nutrien is spelled Nutrien. Its symbol is NTR. And they do potassium, phosphate, and nitrogen. In my mind, nitrogen is always the big thing because that's always seemed to be the most important thing to me when you were raising corn. And I've cultivated quite a bit of corn in my youth. So I'm partial to this stock. Also, this stock hasn't gone up as much as some of the others. And I think it might have more to gain, more of a run, let's say, probably ahead of it. And as we will see in the chart, comparing the three, that all three of these have taken off quite strongly. Nutrien's current price is 108. It's undervalued. It should be trading around 124. So we've got plenty of room to grow with this stock. Nutrien's price to earnings is a conservative 14, while its earnings growth is very solid at 37% earnings growth rate, which is excellent. Of these three fertilizer stocks I'm talking about today, I've owned the Mosaic, symbol MOS, probably the longest, and its price is around 71 or so. And its value should be around 77, so it's somewhat undervalued. The Mosaic company focuses on potash and phosphate fertilizers. The Mosaic company's price to earnings is less than 11, and its earnings growth rate is a solid 39%. Intrepid Potash, symbol IPI, does potassium, magnesium, sulfur, and salt. And these are ingredients with which I'm less familiar. Also, this stock tends to be more volatile. Intrepid Potash's price is around 89, and its value is around 83. So it's overvalued, but this is a wild one. You've definitely got a tiger by the tail, and riding this stock has been like a roller coaster in many ways. Intrepid Potash's stock price is somewhat more of a gamble, of course, because its price to earnings is 17, which is higher than the other two. And also its earnings growth rate is somewhat lower at 30%. But again, it's probably a momentum play. You just better be swinging at the right time in the right place with this stock. If we look at the chart comparing these three fertilizer stocks for the last 3 months, they have been on just explosive growth, especially in the last month. In the last 3 months, integrated potash has gone up 103%. But look at that steep climb, and then down into the abyss, and then back up, shooting up like a shooting star on the other side again. So, like I say, you're in for a ride with this one. I think it's the most speculative. it probably does not have the range of ingredients I like to see fertilizer companies work on. I just do not like it as well, but it doesn't matter if I like it. Sometimes stocks will go up in spite of you liking or not liking them. Mosaic has been just a solid performer. It has more steady growth. I'm sticking with that one. In the last 3 months, it's gone up 75% and did not scare me half to death and put me through a horror show like IPI did. But my favorite for the long term is NTR, and I'm definitely sticking with that one simply because I like its ingredients better. I think it has more of a range from what little I know of farming from my childhood experience. But it's gone up 45%. And in 3 months, that isn't too bad, is it? It still leaves room for growth. Thank you for listening and watching. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and smash that like button because it helps the algorithm on YouTube, which I might make a few nickels. It really isn't profitable for me to be making these videos, but I persist in making them simply because I find it's helping my investing. I actually have to give the reasons and state clearly in my mind why I'm doing something and not acting on impulse. So what I'm doing is well thought out, and it's being careful, but I am willing to take the risks sometimes. I will dive in if I like the way the stock is moving. And I go by, its day-to-day movements for the time. You have to play the ball where it lies, not where you wish it was. And I certainly do that. And I'm not dreaming that I'm in a growth market when I'm in a market where we're trying to decide, is this a bear market rally or has it turned the corner? I think it's turned the corner, and I think we're in for some solid growth, and that's barring any black swan event. I think we're probably coming out of the woods, but this could be a deception. It could be a bear market rally, but I'm playing it kind of safe. Next time I'm going to go into some growth stocks that I'm investing in. These are the more speculative plays. And frankly, some of those growth stocks, they just got too cheap. They were trading like value stocks. I had to buy them. I didn't want to be the person that said, yeah, I could have bought Facebook below $200 and then never did. That's just one example. But I'm going to go through some solid growth stocks that are reasonable bets. And especially if we are truly coming out of a bottom, I think they could explode upwards. And so that's what you have to look forward in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the future if I'm lucky.